Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Warriors and the Fireballs. Let's begin with player introductions for tonight's game day. We'll be introducing first the away team, the Warriors. Out first, number 24, Williams. Number 1, Correa. Number 16, Julin. Number 60, Manny. Number 64, Nicholas. And your captain of the Warriors, number 13, Douglas. And now the expansion team, the Fireballs. From Miami, Florida, number 8, Jedin. From Plantation, Florida, number 48, Cabrera. From Vitoria, number 41, Hernandez. From Vitoria, number 44, Amigarena. From Vitoria, number 19, Faronda. And your captain of the Fireballs from Marquina, number 69, Iñaki. And with that, the players salute you, the fans. We are ready to begin tonight's game day. And now, with the introductions aside, want to welcome everybody into another edition of Friday Night Jai-Alai here in the Magic City. I am Andrew Blackman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you the Fireballs and the Warriors this evening. How you doing, Stu?
Andrew, I'm well. Looking forward for some terrific highlight here from both the Warriors and the Fireballs. I see our first participants are on the court now.
Yeah. First match here, second division doubles between Douglas and Julin of the Warriors and Faronda and Amigarena of the Fireballs. We saw some really good stuff. His Fireball second division team came out hot their last time out against Iturbide and Ubia. Equally difficult opponent here in Douglas and Julin. See what happens in our opening match. And the Warriors and Fireballs on this Friday night.
Douglas serves. Tonight's first match is underway. Faronda takes the serve, puts it inside. Julin's there. Backhand. Here's a backhand by Amigarena to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Amigarena, backhand from the 9-line. Robote forehand to the inside. Amigarena's there. Robote left side, low and inside. Douglas catches it, lines up. The outside placement lands outside of play. First point for Faronda and Amigarena of the Fireballs.
And we just say it every time they take the court, but this second division team for the Fireballs, they get better and better every time out on the court. I mean, Faronda started off really aggressively last time out, and they gave Iturbide and Ubia all they could handle.
A tremendous run for their money.
Really good start early on, and they put the first point up on the board again. See if they can hold that lead.
Beautiful catch by Douglas. Powerful Costello to the inside. Amigarena's there. Here's Julin. Faronda, backhand from the 6-line. Julin on the right side, high to the front wall. Robote for Amigarena, he makes a save. A little clip off the side wall, Douglas is there. Excellent catch by Amigarena at the 12 line. Hard forehand to pass. Julian's there. Robote left side, missed by Ferranda. We're all tied up. 1-1. Douglas will have the serve for the Warriors. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. The first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Already 2 shot attempts by Douglas through the first 2 points. And this Warriors team hasn't had a lot of success. If they want to turn it around, it starts with Douglas up there in the front court. Not saying that he's been the reason why they haven't had a bunch of success this season, but he's got an opportunity up there in the front court to really take control.
Hard backhand to the inside. Julian's there. Ferranda, backhand from the 8 line. Julian right over the head of Ferranda. Ferranda picks it out of the air. Robote forehand, powerfully thrown by Douglas. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Douglas powerfully to the inside. Amigarena's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Julian, backhand from the 11. Robote forehand. Catch by Amigarena. Backhand to the inside. Amigarena will pick it up at the 13 line. Here's a backhand by Ferranda. That clears the overhead screen. Robote forehand by Douglas to the inside. Amigarena is there. Fine catch. Big backhand. What a move by Amigarena to avoid the Magic City bounce. Douglas cuts it off. Drop shot. Scores. Well played by Douglas. That's 2 for Douglas and Julian. Douglas serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, missed the outside placement first time when he got it on the costado. So Douglas chooses the soft touch to the inside with the drop shot. This one worked out well. See how far Ferranda is to the outside. I mean, Douglas established early on that he's going to throw some shots, which opened up that space to the inside.
Throw the ball where your opponent's not. And you're absolutely right, Andrew. No one was there. No one was there from the fireball. Here's the backhand by Amigarena to the inside. Julian takes it on the forehand. Beautiful catch by Ferranda. Here's the backhand right to the left side of Julian. Backhand. Douglas takes it on the bounce. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown to the inside. Julian on the forehand from the 12 line. Robote to the inside, powerfully thrown. Julian has it on the forehand. Quick pick up on the right side. Backhand. Now by Ferranda. Robote forehand. This one caught by Douglas. Douglas. Coasty to the inside. Read and stopped beautifully by Amigarena. Powerful backhand. Amigarena from the left side. Robote stopped by Julian. Midcourt. Amigarena, backhand from the 9 line. Robote is going to kick all the way out to the 4 line. Turn midcourt. And scoring for Douglas on the split placement. 3 points for the Warriors. Douglas and Julian. Douglas serves.
Hard to say whether or not that was intentional, but it worked out very well. You go with the high 2-wall that clips off the sidewall. Just out of reach of the front quarter and the back quarter, not expecting that type of shot. Got by both fireballs there. 3-1 advantage for the Warriors there early on.
Here's a backhand by Amigarena. Douglas calls for the Robote. To the inside it goes. Ferranda going in, lets it pass. Here's Amigarena from the 13 line. Douglas, backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote, not much coming out. Ferranda makes the save. Douglas moving up on it, lets it pass. Here's Julian. Low and hard. Scoop by Amigarena. Robote forehand by Julian. Ferranda on the backhand. Midcourt. Robote for Douglas. Douglas Robote to the inside, stopped by Amigarena. Amigarena Robote right up the middle, caught by Douglas at the 5 line. Ferranda, perfect placement. Oh, but that 2-wall is going to land out of play. 4 points for Douglas and Julian. Douglas serves.
It's a tough shot attempt there from the outside. I think Foronda felt a little bit of pressure. He had Douglas trapped on the inside, wanted to throw a 2-wall. Just wasn't a lot of space that close to the side netting to get it off with enough pace to open up and score.
Beautiful catch by Migarena deep in the backcourt to the feet of Julian. Julian turns to save the rebote to the inside. This ball caught in the air by Douglas. Karam by Douglas. Stopped by Foronda. Foronda got that off in one motion. Migarena, beautiful catch down low at the 8 line. Here's the backhand. Julian on the catch. Migarena calls for the ball. Backhand from the 8 line. Rebote. Foronda takes it on the bounce. Forehand to the inside. Julian's there. Here's the backhand by Foronda. Julian on the catch. Backhand from the 11 line. Ball tipped. Jumping off the side wall. 5 points for Douglas and Julian. Douglas will serve.
Just perfect placement there. You see Foronda going up the wall, trying to pull it off the numbers. When that ball's close to the side wall, it's just difficult to get the cest in there and make a play. Not a lot of margin for error. But maybe some of the best we've seen this Warriors team really playing together as a team. And that's good to see for Douglas and Julian.
Very cohesive, no question about it.
Communicating well, that's a big difference.
Rebote saved by Julian. Clear the overhead screen. Foronda has it. Split placement stopped by Douglas. Douglas turns the 2-wall, stopped by Foronda. Karam by Foronda will score. Well played by both front quarters. Foronda and Migarena on the board with 2 points. Still possible set point.
Yeah, Fireballs, they're not conceding anything. And you see, maybe could Douglas have thrown that 2-wall a little bit harder? Probably could have, but he saw Foronda there on the inside. He didn't give anything. Got in there, made the stop, and then a beautiful Karam return. As the Fireballs, their second point.
Here's a catch by Julian, backhand to the inside. Beautiful catch, made deep by Julian. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall at the side wall, saved by Foronda. Rebote for him by Julian, caught by Foronda. Julian on the catch, back 10 line. Low and hard to the inside, and Migarena is there. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is a 3rd point for the Fireballs in blue. Foronda and Migarena. Foronda serves.
Yeah, nothing overly difficult there coming to the left side of Julian. I mean, he's proven over the course of his career that he's going to make that catch more times than not. Rare miss here at this point of the match. He's been catching very well to start this one off.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and the 7 line. Here's the catch by Migarena. There's the catch by Douglas. Ball gets by Migarena to score point and set for Douglas and Julian. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our second set.
First set, Douglas and Julian win it 6-3.
Kind of a tricky one to go back and analyze, because Douglas and Julian played spot on throughout. The catching by Migarena and Foronda was really good. They didn't hit a rhythm until a few points in, though, and Douglas and Julian were already at possible set point.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start for that Fireballs team, which was not the case the last couple times out. It's been maintaining the lead throughout that has been really the issues that's plagued them.
Here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players come back here to take their breaks in between sets and prepare for matches. There you see Douglas currently playing in the front court for the Warriors. His backcourt, Julian, sitting on the bench. Nicholas, that's the guy with the beard. And he's back there as well. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are in the first of 6 scheduled matches on the evening. Some replays from that first set. Eyes on that ball. Douglas with great concentration, changes it up, makes it Dejada. Very well done.
Yeah, just giving it a little extra there on the hop. Didn't know if it was going to reach, but just enough to score. And then, yeah, the sidewall first opened up a little bit.
Fronda had eyes on this, makes a great catch. Look at him avoiding that screen with the left hand so well. There's a rebote by Amigarena. Douglas on the catch. Hard to the inside. Very well done. That last one, just a little too hard coming off the side wall.
Yeah, a lot of power.
Fireballs right there in front of you. Fronda on the left, Amigarena on the right. We're ready to begin our second set. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Fronda will have the serve for the Fireballs.
Douglas and Julian coming into this match 1-6 overall, and this Fireballs team still winless, record of 0-6. Now, a little bit of a different scenario. Fronda and Amigarena both kind of figuring out how to play together, not only in Jai-Alai, but also on this court, making that adjustment. So it's been a little bit longer for that team to kind of figure everything out, whereas Douglas and Julian, 2 veterans on this roster, is kind of expecting that team to click, and maybe today's the day. 6-3 in the opening set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our second set. Fronda will have the serve for the Fireballs. Here's the backhand by Julian to the inside. Here's the backhand by Amigarena to the inside. Julian's there. There's a catch by Fronda. Fronda, powerful costado to the inside. Julian is there. Backhand from the 11 line. Beautiful catch by Julian, deep in the backcourt, crossing the side wall. Amigarena, rebote to the inside, beautifully played. That's a nice catch by Julian. Outside placement, miscommunication on the Fireballs. Point for the Warriors. Douglas and Julian.
Well, we see a lot of times front quarters stabbing in front of their teammates, and that time a little bit too conservative by Fronda. You see here, I mean, Amigarena's opened up to the side wall.
See this outside placement. Amigarena doesn't, you see him at a screen. He didn't step out there for it, so it was all Fronda, but no communication. They were clarifying that just a few moments ago. Amigarena, backhand from the 11 line. Douglas lets it pass. Late minute catch there for Julian. Douglas, beautiful catch at the 8 line. Here's the backhand. Fronda takes it off the wall. Julian from the 11 line. There's a backhand by Amigarena. Julian's there. Here's a catch by Fronda. Backhand. Outside placement again. This one's scooped up by Fronda. Fronda powerfully from the forehand, and Julian scoops it up on the left side. Low runner to the inside, picked up by Amigarena. Backhand powerfully thrown wall to wall. Rebote forehand by Douglas. Here's a backhand by Douglas from the 7 line. Rebote forehand again. Outside placement, lands outside of play. 1-1 is the score. Fronda serves.
Second time Douglas has gone to the filo. That's the costado straight to the outside. Hasn't kept it in play yet. The inside placements has been working out better. The one drop shot, the costados to the inside have scored. See if he maybe goes to a 2-all, even a splitter.
Ball under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Amigarena on the backhand to the inside. Good catch by Julian. Good catch by Douglas. Robote coming out. There's the backhand by Ferranda. Julian's there. Amigarena, backhand. Robote left side. That ball's missed in the backcourt. That is a second point for Douglas and Julian. Douglas serves.
That ball really died off the front wall. And that changes the spin of it. If Amigarena approaching those right-sided catches fairly well this evening, and that's the first one he's missed. But that one caught the corner, was kind of floating. That's where you see a couple more tip balls, especially to the right side.
Here's a backhand by Amigarena. Julian, backhand from the 12 line. Amigarena's there. Robote forehand by Douglas, wall to wall and coming out. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Here's Ferranda. Cortada, beautifully executed and scoring. Very well done. 2-2, we're tied up. Reminder of the scoring. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. First set won by Warriors, Douglas and Julian. Second set in play.
Well, that throw was either scoring for the Fireballs or it was in the top part of the pad. Not a lot of space between that ball and the top part of the pad. Ferranda executed that one just perfectly. Not the second bounce before Julian could approach it. 2-2, we're tied up.
Douglas picks the serve. Scoop by Amigarena. Powerful backhand Robote. A rebound off the back wall comes out. Ferranda, one-handed grab at the 6 line. Julian's there. Julian powerfully from the forehand. Julian again, this time from the 10 line. Robote forehand by Douglas. Amigarena's there. Backhand to the inside. There's the backhand by Amigarena. Robote coming out. Robote forehand. Caught by Amigarena. Robote left side. There's a catch by Ferranda at the 3 line. He passes. Robote saved by Julian. Nicely played. Here's Amigarena. Julian from the 10 line. Julian now from the 11. Backhand to the inside. Ferranda back to the 10. Robote for Douglas. He takes it on the right side. Catch by Ferranda. Ferranda fakes the 2-all, puts it inside. Julian's there. Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Robote forehand by Ferranda. Caught in the air by Julian. Backhand 2-all by Julian. Caught in the air by Ferranda. Ferranda looking for that placement. He gets it to score. 3 points in the lead for the Fireballs, Ferranda and Amigarena.
Well, that's a perfectly thrown 3-wall right there. If you get it to rattle around in the cage as it hits off the back wall, that is just exactly where you want to put it.
Perfect placement.
Well done there by Ferranda. Fireballs take the lead here in the second set.
There's the backhand by Julian. Here's the forehand over the top to the inside. Douglas reaches out, backhand from the 6 line. Douglas on the catch. Powerful costado to the inside. What a scoop by Amigarena. Backhand to the outside. That's saved by Julin. It's going to be a 2-all. Ferranda reaches up, makes the catch, hard on the throw, and Julin's there. Ferranda again. Backhand this time from the 8 line. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. 3-3. We're tied up here in the second set. Douglas serves.
Yeah, he's been flirting with that screen all night long. The first one that's just caught a piece.
Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Second serve cut off by Ferranda. That scores 4 points for Ferranda and Amigarena. Ferranda serves.
We're seeing Ferranda start to open it up from both sides. Couple from the right there, that Juan Cortada scoring, and now the Costado 2-all.
Also what he's doing is he's focusing on the catch, focusing on getting to the ball. It's like, let me get to the ball, get it in my cesta, and I'll let you know what I'm going to do once I have it. And that's how you have to play at Magic City. Move to the ball, stop the ball, then figure out what you're going to throw. Low and hard throw by Julin, not phasing Ferranda. He gets in there and makes the catch. Ferranda calls for their bote, but hooks it. 4-4 is the score. Douglas serves.
Boy, that's the second time we've seen Ferranda just try to take a little bit off that rebote so Douglas doesn't cut it off in the air.
Here's the backhand by Amigarena. Rebote left side to the inside. Amigarena's there. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Big right side by Julin. Right up the middle, caught in the air by Amigarena. Amigarena powerfully from the left side. Catch by Ferranda, backhand. Julin beautifully plucks that from the side wall. Here's Amigarena, backhand. Rebote high on the left side of Julin to the outside. Ferranda reaching out, makes the catch. Hard throw to the feet of Julin. He sets and makes the play. Rebote left side. Douglas takes it on the bounce, winds up. Splitter scooped up by Ferranda. Costado caught by Julin. Julin low and hard. Rebote saved by Amigarena. Kicks to the inside perfectly to score. 5 points for Ferranda and Amigarena. Ferranda serves. Possible set point.
Well, just a great effort to keep the rally going, but Amigarena put this one on the wall. See this forehand by Julin, a pretty good one.
And look
just
at this
a little
Rebote.
too high.
Watch, what do we talk about? We talk about putting the Rebote back to the
this
inside.
This is on the wall
look at
right
that.
here.
On the wall the whole way. That's a perfect left side Rebote. Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and the 7 line. There's the right side by Julin. Amigarena on the catch. Backhand from the 10 line. Hard to the inside. Rebote coming in low. Difficult Rebote save. Cut off by Douglas on the fly. Big backhand, low and hard. Amigarena gets in there and makes the catch. Backhand to Julin. Julin hard to the inside. That's coming all the way out on a Rebote. That is missed. The score is 5-5. This is set point for the Fireballs. Match point for the Warriors.
When you try to overthrow those forehand rebotes, A long, lofty play. Sometimes you don't time it up.
He's gotten screwed up with it twice. So the first time he was trying to take some off. Second time was a little bit too much oomph. Both resulted in the ball not making it to the front wall.
Yeah, this has been kind of the season for the Fireballs. Close, but nothing to show for it. See if they can push this to a third set. Big point right here.
There's the backhand by Julin. Catch by Ferranda. Ferranda low and hard to the inside. Here's the rebote by Julin to the outside.
Score.
That will score for the win. Point, set, and match to the Warriors. Douglas and Julin taking it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-5.
Wow, the rebote to the outside by Julin. Got him there at the end. Warriors keep this in 2 sets, 6-3, 6-5. They get on the scoreboard first to open up this Friday night game day. Up next, we're moving over to the 3rd division. Correa and Nicholas take on Inaki and Cabrera.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours. As soon as that highlight...
And let's take a look here at that game day scoreboard. The Warriors add the first 1.5 points, and with that win, they also jump into first place. Coveted first place spot in our standings. 0.5 point ahead of the Renegades, 1.5 points of the Chargers. We are going to hear from our winners, Douglas and Julin of the Warriors. Just their 2nd win this season. But Stu, right from the bat, they looked like they were communicating better, playing as a unit, and that led to that victory.
No question about it.
And we're going to hear from them. There they are, the Warriors, 2nd division team.
Right. Douglas, Julin, congratulations on winning that match. This is your 2nd win of the season. Ferranda and Migrena have been steadily improving throughout the season. What did you have to do tonight to ensure you secure this win for your team?
Yeah, Julin and I have had a tough go so far this season. We finally got our 2nd win. We've had a lot of really close matches. We've been fighting all season, but it hasn't come on our side many times. But in this match, we just told each other just fight the whole time. Don't do anything too crazy, and if we did our job, we'd probably get the win.
Yeah, as he said, we were having a tough time. We've been so close in many matches, and we started very good today. The second set, I think we got too confident, and it almost escaped, but we won, so happy.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens today. Thank you. Good job, guys.
Up next, 3rd division doubles here. We have Correa and Nicholas ready to take on the undefeated Inaki and Cabrera for the Fireballs. 6 wins in as many opportunities for Inaki and Cabrera. Flipping over to Correa and Nicholas. Started off strong with 2 straight wins. Now they are 4-3 overall this season of Battle Court. And the Warriors vying for that top spot. So far, so good. See if they can add another doubles win right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 2nd match of the evening. The 3rd division doubles representing the Fireballs. We have the team of Inaki and Cabrera. And for the Warriors, it's the team of Correa and Nicholas. There's a serve. Our 2nd match is underway. Ball tipped. First point goes to the Fireballs, Inaki and Cabrera.
Sometimes the slow balls are the more difficult ones to catch, especially moving on the bounce like that.
Back into the inside. Here's Nicholas up at the 10 line. Backhand pulled in by Cabrera. Cabrera puts it inside. Correa getting involved, cuts it off. Inaki back there at the 10 line. Will clip off the sidewall. Nicholas reaching in on the forehand. Low and hard. Back to Cabrera. Scoop attempt missed. We are tied up 1-1.
So Cabrera will be playing in 3 matches this evening, in substituting for Hernandez, who is out with right arm pain, non-specific right arm pain.
Backhand to the inside. Here's Cabrera, takes it off the sidewall, backhand dropping low. Here's Nicholas from the backcourt, puts it inside. Inaki's there to cut it off. High, hard backhand. Nicholas back there at the 13 line, takes it in. Right on the sidewall, Cabrera reaching in, backhand dropping low for Correa. This one opens up to the outside, forehand, hard up the middle. Nicholas stops it on the bounce, forehand. High and hard again, here's Cabrera. Cabrera from the 13 line, drops it inside. Correa on the backhand, right on the wall. Inaki with a good grab. Backhand into the corner. Here's Nicholas again from the 13 line this time, trying to get it past Cabrera. Good catch overhead. Lobs this one up to the middle of the court. Correa steps around it on the forehand, powerfully thrown inside. Cabrera's got another one. Nicholas, tough for Bote, save. Inaki aggressively on the Costado. The Filo, stopped but not held on to. Correa got assessed on it, couldn't make the play. The Fireballs lead it 2-1.
Inaki got himself into position specifically for that throw. Correa was there, just not able to hold on to the ball. See Inaki, eyes on the ball. Blasts it to the outside. Correa's there. Just bobbled around in his cesta and then dropped it.
Nicholas up there at the 10 line, backhand to the inside. Good catch there by Cabrera. Inaki there, middle of the court, up at the 8 line, big backhand. Here's Inaki on the left side, big backhand. Stopped overhead, good catch by Nicholas there, back to the 13. Here's Cabrera. Nicholas now just beyond the 11 line, puts it inside. Inaki has it. Here's Nicholas there, just in front of the 12 line, backhand. That's cutting close to the sidewall. Cabrera just out of the way. Inaki right side or Bote. That's tipped. Correa in position. Tipped it there on the right side. That is 3 points for the Fireballs.
Well, I'll tell you, if Nicholas did have a play on the ball, which it seemed like it did, he was in the right position. He did not call Correa off.
Forehander Bote coming up the middle. Nicholas has it overhead from the 11 line, hard to the inside. Cabrera reaching low, somehow comes away with it. Nicholas backed up now on the right side. The forehand stopped here by Inaki. Big backhand, this one out of reach. Nicholas out of the way. Correa right side of Bote. Inaki's there again up at the 7 line. Big backhand, cutting close to the sidewall. Nicholas pulls it. Cabrera now just beyond the 11 line, hard to the inside. Nicholas lets it pass, turns to Bote on the back end. Inaki aggressively couldn't make the play up in the front. That's 2 points for the Warriors. They serve.
Correa known for his serve. Didn't have an opportunity to see him in warm-ups earlier today. Curious to see if he breaks out that hard serve to begin with.
Powerful serve, stopped down the left side of Cabrera, backhand. Picked off by Nicholas. From the 11th line, back to the inside. Cabrera runs around it. Backhand, trying to get it on the bounce. Nicholas steps up. Low runner right on the wall. Here's Inaki now. High, hard backhand. Nicholas runs around it, keeps it on the left side. Here's Nicholas from the 11 line. Backhand. Pulled in by Cabrera. Backhand dropping low. Correa reaches in. Backhand high and hard. Picked off there by Cabrera. Nicholas up at the 10 line. Puts it off the sidewall. This one's coming out. Inaki on the rebote. Correa thought about it. Good scoop by Nicholas backing up there. This one dropping low. Nicholas steps up at the 9 line. Low runner on the wall. Taken in by Cabrera. There's a powerful backhand. Out to the rebote. Saved on the right side of Nicholas. Cabrera lines up another one. Hard backhand. Stopped by Nicholas again. This time back to the 12. Here's Correa between the 8-9 line. A little backhand 2-wall. Taken in the air by Inaki. Inaki trying to pass with it. Nicholas lines it up. Takes it off the sidewall. Backhand drops low again. Nicholas, good pickup. Backhand hard to the inside. On the wall. Great grab by Inaki. Crashes in. Gets the backhand. Deep into the backcourt. Not past Nicholas. Forehand to the inside. On the bounce. Cabrera handles. Off the sidewall, Cabrera again up at the 11 line. This one drops at the feet. Nicholas lets it pass. Has the rebote on the backhand. Inaki aggressively. Split placement. Nicholas read it perfectly. Forehand hard to the inside. Cabrera lines it up and makes a tough rebote save. Floating to the middle of the court. Here's Nicholas on the right side. Low and hard. Cabrera lines up another. There's the backhand. Nicholas takes it in. This one launched, just out of reach. Inaki comes back for it, makes a rebote save to the inside. Inaki, with the costado, just drops it into the corner. Nicholas comes back for the rebote, powers it overhead, beautiful return. Here's Inaki now just laying it up. Nicholas back there at the 11 line, lobs this one up. That clears the overhead screen. Inaki up there at the 6, powers it inside. Cut off again by Nicholas. Backhand by Cabrera. Nicholas again on the rebote from the right side, drops it in. Cabrera on the bounce, the backhand, the low runner. Gets by Nicholas, coming into the backcourt, not gonna make it. That is a 4-2 lead of a well-played point. Fireball serve.
Inaki knows both the value and risk associated with a 4-2 lead. Try to get 2 points up on the board quickly here and finish things out for the first set, move on to a second set. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida.
Backhand in the corner, forehand rebote by Inaki, hard to the inside, backing up. Nicholas scooped it up. Here's Cabrera from the 11 line, backhand to the inside, stopped here by Correa. Cabrera again, puts it to Nicholas now from the 10 line, backhand dropping low for Cabrera. A little more power this time, gets past Nicholas. Correa all low, lines it up, drops it just above the pad. Inaki on the backhand, launches it wall to wall. Correa up there at the 4 line waiting for it, and turned it a little too high. That's up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. 5 points for the Fireballs. Inaki and Cabrera have a possible set point.
I tell you, Cabrera's like a wall back here, huh? He just can't get anything by him.
Backhand to the inside. Here's Nicholas. Powerful backhand. This one kicking up and out. Rebote lined up. Inaki puts it inside. Nicholas tipped it off the side wall. Point and set. Inaki and Cabrera take it. 2 minutes up on the board. We'll come back and play.
A couple uncharacteristic misses by Nicholas in that first set. Getting a little bit off to a slow start. Missed a catch at the very beginning, and then there at the end. Players will take their breaks back here in the ESPN 3 players cage. There you have Inaki with Williams, who we'll be seeing a little later this evening. Fronda stepping in. Inaki very much wants to finish this in straight sets.
Again, just a strange double season for the Fireballs. I mean, their #1 team, Inaki Namigarena, 1 win. Their second-ranked team, winless. 6th team, just 1 win. Their 4th team hasn't won a game yet. But you look at the 3 and the 5s too. Inaki and Cabrera, 6-0, looking to improve to 7-0 tonight. And then Hernandez and Cabrera, record of 5-1. So some good stuff here for the Fireballs. Again, maybe next season could shift around some doubles teams. You can argue maybe the 3 and the 5 are too strong and they could spread it out and put together a nice competitive team that could be playoff bound in the fall of 24. But you see that improvement day by day. And you just love that camaraderie there for the Fireballs as well. Getting ready for our second set here in just a couple seconds. Correa and Nicholas will have the serve. Very weird, I mean, a strange season for Correa and Nicholas. I mean, they came out so hot, winning 3 of their first 4, and just haven't quite had that same energy coming out in any of these matches. Again, a couple more misses by Nicholas than we're used to seeing. Correa, a few tips as well. And again, that serve for Correa is a big weapon, and they just don't have many opportunities. See if they can get some momentum started here with the serve to begin set 2. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. High hard back into the inside. Picked off there by Nicholas, deep in the backcourt. Keeps it on the wall. Great catch by Inaki. The backhand's going to pass. Rolote forehand. Correa lays it up. Inaki has it off the sidewall. Fake the Costano. Just passes again. This one is on the wall. Correa put it to the outside. Inaki has it on the bounce. The carom thrown perfectly to score. Inaki hits it. Fireballs on the board first in our second set.
So far, Inaki's been playing spot on highline. Volley, volley, volley. Shoot it when you have it. And his shots have been spot on. Played to the outside, winds up a midcourt play. Inaki knows where his opposing front quarter is. Drops in the 2-all. Correa gets there. Just about 2 inches shy.
Nicholas takes it in, backhand, picked off the sidewall by Cabrera. Sidearm carom not opening up enough. Inaki scooped it into the carom. That's going to score.
Well done. Very, very well done. Correa tried to get a shot in there. Inaki scoops it up beautifully, throws a carom, that scores. Very well done.
And against Inaki, maybe not the right shot unless you know it's going to score. Nicholas just telling Correa, put the ball deep in the corner. Let him rebote and kind of rally with these guys. If you give Inaki the opportunity, it's been showing you that he's getting back to that 2022 form where he was scoring pretty consistently. That is an underserve, second serve coming up. Oh, that comes shooting off the back wall. Good save there by Inaki. Backhand to the inside, picked off by Cabrera. Nice catch on the hop. Back to the inside. Nicholas on the bounce from the 10 line. Back to the inside. Good catch again by Cabrera. This one high and hard. Correa in the overhead screen. Correa drops it inside to Cabrera.
Tipped. Oh, and hit. Cabrera, it's happened to him a couple
Ball
times.
tipped. That is 3 straight for the Fireballs. They serve. Forehand rebote. Wall to wall, beautiful turn by Inaki. Correa lays it up. Rebote left side. Here's Inaki into the Costado. It's a 2-wall. Correa stops it on the left side, whips it back up the middle. Good catch by Cabrera, lines it up off the sidewall. Nicholas comes flying in there, takes it off the numbers. Backhand to the inside. Cabrera's got it overhead from the 11. This one passing. Nicholas out there early, turns to Rebote. On the bounce, here's Cabrera. Backhand, hard to the inside. Nicholas gets back in there, takes it in the air. This one's coming out again. Inaki on the Rebote. Back to the inside, good catch overhead. Forehand back over the top. Nicholas, low and hard to the inside. Cabrera runs around it. There's a backhand. Rebote left side is a 2-wall. Inaki, good position. Low and hard on the return, and it scores. 4 points for the Fireballs. They lead here in our second set.
Again, both Inaki and, of course, Cabrera, who's playing 3 matches tonight, would like to see this finished in a straight set victory.
Here's Correa up there at the 7 line. Backhand, trying to get it to pass. Picked off there by Cabrera deep in the backcourt. Correa, powerful forehand, comes up the middle. Here's Inaki now on the left side. Big backhand. Correa takes off, now comes back for it. Drops it to the inside. Cabrera on the Rebote, has it just above the pad. Correa drops it again to the inside. Here's Cabrera. Nicholas on the forehand. Dropping low, Inaki. Good positioning, takes it in the air. The backhand, picked off by Nicholas now. Powerful backhand just out of reach. Inaki on the Rebote, turns it back to the right side of Nicholas. Rebote again, this time a little higher off the front wall. Big bounce. Nicholas under the bridge and makes a Rebote that caught the overhead screen.
Such a tremendous effort by Nicholas there.
5 points for the Fireballs. They have a possible set and a possible match point.
That ball caught the overhead screen, which is out of play.
Forehand Rebote dropped over the top. Nicholas runs under it, backhand. That is just blasted, comes shooting off the back wall. Inaki makes a nice save. Correa has it off the side wall, the backhand, picked off there by Cabrera. Correa again comes flying in, the backhand, that's out of reach and passing. Inaki lays it up high off the front wall. Nicholas charging up at the 8 line, delivers it to the inside. Good catch by Cabrera. One on the numbers, the backhand there by Nicholas up at the 9 line. Cabrera reaching in again. Good stop overhead there. Nicholas puts it to the inside, pulled in there by Cabrera. The scoop is missed. Miscommunication, that is a point for the Warriors. They're on the board in our second set.
Yeah, he let him know a little late. Cabrera was already in the process of making that scoop when Inaki was calling him off. And it's hard enough to scoop the ball. Scooping the ball with someone screaming in your face is that much more difficult. Obviously unintentional by Inaki. That's how fast Jai-Alai is.
Nicholas from the 12 line, back to the inside. Here's Inaki. Cabrera, Backhand, hard to the inside, good positioning there by Nicholas, and he just launches this. Takes Inaki up to the foreline, beautiful rebote turned overhead. Correa now lines it up, back to the inside for Inaki. Rebote, back to the inside, Cabrera takes it in, right at the corner. Dying off the front wall, here's Nicholas now, the backhand, picked off by Cabrera. Correa now up at the 7 line, backhand, stopped again. Cabrera from the left side. Inaki getting involved, cuts it off up in the front. Big backhand now, takes Nicholas out of it. Correa looking for the rebote. Awful save up the middle, dropping low for Cabrera. Soft touch on the forehand, big bouncer backing up. Nicholas controls it, the forehand to the inside, catches 3 walls. Inaki on the rebote, big bounce. Nicholas up the wall, he comes down with the ball. Forehand over the top, picked off by Cabrera. Backhand riding the side wall. What a catch by Nicholas now. Backhand passing again. Forehand rebote dropped over the top. Nicholas backing up, takes it in. Cabrera, backhand, stopped on the left side of Correa. This one lobbed up on the numbers. Cabrera ducks. Inaki comes back for it. Nicholas low and hard. Cabrera, ooh, that ate him up. That ball was juggled. Juggling the call. That is a second point for Correa and Nicholas.
So when the ball comes in the cesta, it cannot lose contact with the surface of the inside of the cesta. It can roll, in fact, usually does. You'll catch it deep, it rolls up to the tip, but it can't lose contact with the cesta.
Rebote forehand. Correa puts it inside on the bounce. Cabrera on the backcourt, hits this one overhead. Correa on the rebote, just lays it up. Inaki takes it, whips it outside the splitter, scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Inaki and Cabrera take it in straight sets. 6-2, 6-2. And with that win, Inaki and Cabrera improved to 7-0 on the season, still undefeated. Responsible for just under half of the points for the Fireballs this season. Coming up next, moving over to singles here. 3 singles matches on this game day. The first of 3, Manny versus Amiga Reina. Up next. Game day scoreboard here. We are tied up 1.5 points per team. See the Fireballs down there at the bottom, just 25 points so far this season. They have a couple game days left compared to the other teams, but still on the outside looking in for the playoff race. And then the Warriors up there at the top by half a point. What a good win there, though, by Inaki and Cabrera. And Inaki getting back to that old form we saw him at the end of 2022 when he led the Warriors, I believe, all the way to the championship that season. Now, this Warriors team have yet to put up a banner here at the Magic City Fronton, but they've been in a number of championships, including the first season when they lost to the Cyclones. Lost to the Renegades as well in a championship. See about 2.5 minutes until we begin this third division singles match. Some practice between Manny and Amiga Reina. Manny dropped down to the third division this year after playing as a 2 throughout his career. He's got a good singles record to show for it. 2-1 through his first 3, and Amiga Reina 1-1 through his opening 2 matches. But before we introduce that next matchup, we are going to hear from Inaki and Cabrera. There they are, the third division team of the Fireballs.
All right, Inaki, Cabrera, congratulations on winning that match. You guys have won 7 in a row now. How were you able to keep it rolling against tough opponents like Correa and Nicholas?
I've said it all season. We trust each other a lot. We just play good together. We communicate really well, and yeah, it's just trust. We trust each other.
Nothing. I want to say hello to my grandfather. Gawon Chiche.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens today.
All right, thank you.
And let's see. The third division players coming up next for the Fireballs. We have Amigarena, and for the Warriors, number 60, Manny.
So in this case, you got to give the nod to Manny of the Warriors just based on court familiarity. He's been with the program since 2018. Played both seasons of Battle Court. Amigarena, new to the program, still feeling his way through.
Yeah, but again, singles, he's actually shown some pretty good stuff. I mean, he played Urbieta, got that win there back on March 12th. So 1-1 through his first 2 matches, and again, he's only played 2, but pretty good record there for someone that's new to this court against an experienced third group.
Absolutely, and fiercely competitive. Amigarena is fiercely competitive.
And his second match already today, Fronton and Amigarena. Tough match against Douglas and Julian, that Warriors team. Douglas and Julian played very well to begin the day. Let's see if we can get on the board with a win, put up another point for his team. In the last couple game days for the Fireballs, multiple wins. Back on the 29th when they played against the Cyclones, they actually tied the game day. And then they played the Chargers. I believe that was just this past Tuesday, Stu, and they picked up 2.5 points. 3 singles matches on this game day, 3 doubles matches, only 7.5 points up for grabs, so no chance for a tie. See where this next point goes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third match of the evening. Third division singles representing the Warriors. We have number 60, Manny. And for the Fireballs, we have Amigarena.
There's the serve. We begin. It's a fine catch by Amigarena. Nice backhand. Robote forehand to the inside. Amigarena will cut it off in the air. 2-all. A little awkward stop by Manny. Manny on the forehand. Scoop attempt tipped by Amigarena. Manny first up on the board here in our first set. Manny serves.
Now we've seen Amigarena kind of open it up on the offensive end, a lot more aggressive here compared to doubles. In the backcourt, we don't usually see him throw a bunch of costados or really any shots in doubles. Kind of opening it up here in singles, and it's led to some good results.
It has. That one, he looked a little tenuous on that 2-all.
But again, just the fact that he's throwing it is going to open up the rest of the court for him. Manny's got to respect that.
Fake 2-all. Inside placement will score for Amigarena. We're tied up 1 point apiece. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen, the first player to reach 6 points will win the set. The first player to win 2 sets wins the match.
And perfect illustration of what we're talking about. He established that he's going to throw the 2-all, so Manny respects that. He's more to the outside of the court. That time kept it on the wall, just out of reach. Very well done. Got to keep mixing it up against Manny.
Fault over serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Line serve by Amigarena. Goes deep. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played powerfully from the forehand of Amigarena. Manny on the catch. To the inside he goes. Amigarena sets. Here's the backhand from the 10 line. Robote left side. That's a nice save by Amigarena. Manny attacks up at the 6 line. Wall to wall from the right side. Amigarena's there for the 2-all. Does not open. Stopped by Manny.
Oh, he's there.
Amigarena in place to make a great catch. Hard throw. Catches some side wall. Winds up in the forehand of Manny. 2-all. Stopped by Manny.
Great D.
Manny from the forehand for the 3-wall play. Amigarena reads the Robote perfectly. He throws it to the inside where it scores. A well-played point by Manny and Amigarena. 2 points for Amigarena of the Fireballs. Not easy to land the ball someplace that Manny can't get to, but this is really Really well thought out by Migarena.
Again, look at the positioning. I mean, he's there a few seconds before the ball arrives, back to the inside, right to the corner. And Manny has a knack for making those spectacular rebotes. I was expecting him to get that one up, just unable to do so, dropping low off the back wall.
Here's a backhand by Manny to the inside. Rebote left side, that rebound off the back wall, played by Migarena. Karam is in.
That's well thrown.
2-2 is the score. Manny serves for the Warriors.
Yeah, Manny doesn't throw many kill shots. I mean, is Costado don't see it all too often.
Yeah,
probably going to kill
inside. Like he'll trap you and then he'll kill you in the inside.
It tends to score more from that right side in the Karam. The 2-all, beautifully done right there.
Rebote left side. Here's the catch by Manny. Karam by Manny.
Another one.
That will score. Well played. 3 points for Manny. He serves.
Yeah, Manny can kind of sense the aggressive style from Migarena, so he's not wasting any time when he's getting it on his right side. He feels he has a good opportunity to shoot the 2-all. 2 in a row. He now leads it. Again, he has Migarena trapped to the inside, quickly into the Karam. Just a lot of court to cover, and he actually almost got there.
Here's the backhand by Migarena. Rebote left side by Manny. Migarena takes on the bounce at the 8 line. Low and hard to the inside. Manny's there. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand over the top. Manny from the 7 line. Backhand. Rebote forehand to the inside. That's well thrown. Beautiful catch by Manny. Nice pickup at the 11 line. Rebote, the rebound from the back wall. Low and hard to the inside by Migarena. Manny's there. Migarena winds up. 2-all does not open. That's in the middle of the court. Stopped by Manny. Karam by Manny. Soft enough to score. Well thrown. 4 points for Manny of the Warriors. He serves. Migarena is probably better off at this point, just low and hard to the inside. Play Manny's game until you absolutely see a chance. His last 2 shot attempts rather, have just been very easily handled by Manny.
And for a backcourter and one of the elder statesmen of the roster, Manny plays some tremendous defense. I mean, he covers the court side to side very well. And Migarena experiencing that here. Thought that he was going to score a couple Costados, but shut the door on that. Well done there by Manny here. 4-2 lead early on.
There's the backhand by Migarena. Rebote left side. 2-all.
Yeah, the 2-all. Ooh, just
it lands out. 3 points for Migarena, the Fireballs. He serves.
I don't mind that shot attempt. I mean, Manny is in a tough defensive position, deep in the backcourt, tries to open it up as a 2-all. And if it lands in, it scores. Just pushed it a little bit wide. Migarena is certainly not expecting that shot.
Rebote forehand by Migarena. Here's the catch by Manny. Manny from the forehand. Wall to wall from the right side. Rebote coming in and scoring.
Right on the numbers.
That's a 5th point for Manny. Possible set point.
Right on the wall as Migarena tried to turn that rebote. Again, as a backcourter, doesn't have as much experience getting out there and turning those long rebotes. But you put it on the wall, makes it a little bit more difficult.
Ace serve scores. Point and set for Manny.
6-3. Manny takes that opening set, Stu.
Yes, he does.
You know, 3 Karams in a row, an ace serve. So, again, at least 4 of the 6 coming off of shots and or serves that have just not really Manny's game. In the second division, not really known for his shot making, primarily defensive minded, but different player here in this third group. That's what the group calls for, and still having a lot of success here. Look at that, back to the inside. That was one that he missed. I think from that point he was spot on, Stu. Lights out in terms of his catching. Look at this, the 2-wall not opening up enough. Look at, I mean, the good defense is Manny's best offense right here, giving some good opportunities. I just couldn't get that one up.
Low and hard to the inside. I mean, there's no easy way to suggest how someone beat Manny. You got to make the catches, and you got to move him around the court.
I mean, his...
Karam with a little bit of a softer touch, if I'm not... Yeah, see, that's already taken the second bounce by the time Migarena had a play on it.
I mean, really the only effective strategy that we've seen is drop shots. And drop shots sometimes are not that easy to throw. You need to get the ball up in front of the 7 line. You need to have it in a good spot, and you got to be able to execute it. Outside of that, Stu, to your point, there's nothing that consistently trips up Manny.
No.
I mean, the 2 walls, the inside placement, I mean, his range is incredible. He doesn't have overpowering shots, but they're effective enough to score.
His ability to stop the ball. I mean, his court positioning, which is how he moves the ball, is just spot on.
Coming out here for set number 2, Migarena will have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next set. Reminder, the scoring in battle court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Migarena has the serve for the Fireballs.
And now that Migarena has established that he's going to throw the 2-wall, maybe can keep a couple more to the inside this set. He got Manny on one early on in set 1. And again, the 2 walls were not really too effective there in that set. Maybe he switches it up here to again set 2.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand by Manny. Two all. Lands in and scores. That is well executed by Manny. He's on the board first here in the second set. Little stutter step that, if I'll tell you something, the risk there with the way he made that adjustment, theoretically, if I were a judge out there, I would have potentially seen a juggle.
Sure.
When that stutter step to me means that you juggled the ball. But judges are admonished, don't call what you don't see. So unless you see that ball bouncing in the cesta, don't call it.
Right.
There's a backhand by Migarena, too hard. That hits the overhead screen. 2 points for Manny. He serves.
Yeah, it puts so much pressure, Manny does, on the opponent to pass. Migarena right off the bat, trying to get it overhead, just catching that overhead screen.
Karam scores. Rebote 2-all by Migarena is stopped. Hard throw to the inside. What a catch by Migarena. Backhand from the 10 line. 2-all scooped up by Manny. Karam by Manny. And Migarena stops this one. Powerful, powerful forehand will score to the inside. 2-2. Migarena serves for the Fireballs.
Finally able to stop one of those 2 walls coming to the outside. Good foot speed. You mentioned Low hard forehand scoring. You don't need to throw 2 walls to put points up on the board. Again, you want to be aggressive, but sometimes it's being aggressive at the right spots.
Move to the ball, stop your opponent's ball, and then make the throw based on where he's standing. Try to keep it away from him as best you can. If that involves a shot, that's fine. If it's to the inside, sometimes even better. There's a backhand by Manny. Robote cuts to the inside. Migrena cuts it off. Drop shot. A little bit of a bounce. Manny gets to it. To the inside, he throws it. Robote will score. 3 points for Manny. He serves.
Yeah, Manny was a little too close to the front wall for my liking to throw the drop shot. I mean, you see, he's looking, kind of expecting it. A long wind-up, high off the front wall. Manny actually gets there in plenty of time. Heart of the inside. There's just too much space. If your opponent catches it up in front of the 3 line, too many options. Manny executed and scored.
Two all, stopped by Migrena. Migrena Karam lands in and scores. That's well thrown. We're at 3-3. Migrena serves for the Fireballs. Now, that shot, again,
that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, he got that to open up. And that's all part of the learning curve here at Magic City, is figuring out how the ball caroms off of the side wall. Again, our front pad's a little higher than some other frontons, so guys that come from other programs have a significant learning curve when it comes to throwing shots and keeping the ball in play.
Sure.
There's the backhand by Manny. Manny chooses the Robote, plays it from the left side. Migrena attacks, has it at the 3 line. Inside placement, well thrown by Migrena. He's got 4 points and the serve.
Another good one. I mean, when you catch the ball on the costado up in front of the 4 line, I mean, that just opens up the opportunity to score. And you can throw a drop shot, keep it inside. You can throw a philo, splitter, 2 wall. He chooses the easiest placement and the safest one. Inside placement, throw it hard. You don't risk throwing it off the court. It brings him to a 4-3 lead.
Here's the backhand by Manny. Robote, left side by Migrena, played for the big bounce. Brought down by Manny on the forehand. Robote left side to the inside. Manny will let it pass. He saves it on the Robote. Migrena commits but cannot make the play. 4-4 is the score. Manny serves for the Warriors.
Veteran play there by Manny. Migrena moving up aggressively on the ball. What does Manny do? Throws the Robote higher off the front wall, drops at a sharper angle, and forces that tough scoop. I mean, if he just throws it normally, Migrena catches it in the air and throws a shot.
When you see it that high, there's a tendency to want to catch it in the air. Robote left side to the inside. Here's a catch by Migrena. Backhand from the 8 to the inside. Robote, forehand. Nice save by Manny. Here's a Migrena at the 5. Low and hard. Robote saved by Manny. Migrena has it on the costado.
Oh, to the outside.
From mid-court scores. That is beautifully executed by Migrena. 5 points, possible set point for Migrena, the Fireballs.
Well, I mentioned all the options from the costado. Usually don't see them keep it to the outside from the outside. I mean, Manny certainly not expecting it. Didn't even make a move towards that ball. Opens up a 5-4 lead.
Definitely tricky.
And Migrena, I'll tell you what, in singles, again, I like the style of play. It's aggressive. I mean, he's going for it, but hey, rather have him go for it than just lose some long rallies over and over again.
Hard serve by Migrena, caught by Manny. Migrena, Robote inside, very much to the inside. Manny's there from the 7 line. Robote, forehand by Migrena over the top, cut off by Manny. Manny to the inside. That ball is tipped. It is 5-5, so it is set point for Migrena and the Fireballs in blue. Match point for Manny. and the Warriors in black. Here's a backhand by Miguel. Robote left side by Manny, and Miguel catches it at the 6 line. 2-all played to score. Point and set to Miguel. So we will go on to a third and decisive set in just 2 minutes. So you saw a catch and a wind-up. Let's call it a wind-up. And so in some highlight circles, that's considered cheating. It's not against the rules. It's just considered cheating. The basket has to stay in constant motion. But some players are better than others when it comes to when they catch it and they go to the backswing of scoping out where their competition is. Realistically, I mean, that's something that's evolved or devolved, some would argue, in highlight over the course throughout the second half of the 20th century into the 21st century. Now, we just set the rule as the basket has to be in constant motion. But if you do hold it for just an extra half second, in singles especially, it's easy to throw the ball where your opponent's not. Replays here from that second set.
A bevy of 2-walls from both players here. Manny back to the inside.
Great catch by Miguel.
Also by Miguel, something we haven't really talked about enough in this match. Spot on.
Scoop by Manny. 2-all, beautiful 2-all thrown.
Look at this one. I mean, Miguel showing off the foot speed, tracks it down, and back over the top. Beats him inside to score.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. You see Manny talking with Douglas. Third set coming up.
Yeah, I would guarantee at least part of that conversation you see Douglas kind of motioning is get the ball past to Miguel, force him to Robote a little bit more. He's more comfortable. Yeah, a lot of people are when they're catching that ball in front of you, taking it in the air.
Absolutely.
Especially as a backcourter, limited experience in singles. Get the ball over his head. Not going to do as much off the Robote, and then Manny could get aggressive on those return throws off the Robote.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin our third set of the evening. Now, first player to 6 points will win the match. Manny has the serve for the Warriors. Here's a backhand by Miguel. Robote not coming out. First point of the decisive third set goes to Miguel and the Fireballs. Miguel serves.
Your best way to start off the set if you're a Miguel, right off the bat. Gets into the chula and then not returnable, dying off the back wall.
Powerful, powerful serve by Miguel. Here's the backhand by Manny. Low off the back wall, at the side wall. That is a beautiful save by Miguel.
Tremendous.
Robote coming in low. 2-ball Robote,
goodness.
Perfectly executed by Miguel. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that is
wow.
That's special stuff. Stu.
Wow. Yeah.
Fall down 2-wall, opening up like that.
Yeah. I mean, that was just going to get a...
And that may be the best Tostado 2-wall he's thrown, and he was practically on the floor when he released it. That thing opened up wide, had good power.
Just beautiful.
No chance. No chance for Manny to get to it.
Robote left side by Manny. High to the front wall, and Miguel makes the catch. Hard to the inside, scores. 3 points for Miguel. The Fireballs, he serves.
Yeah, mixing it up beautifully. Manny doesn't know where to go. The 2-all earlier, inside placement there. I mean, it's not as simple as just alternating throw by throw to inside outside, but
you want to keep him guessing.
There's been a great mix, and I would say Amigarena has been heavier on the 2-all tonight than anything else. They're opening up space in this third set to power him inside.
Here's a backhand by Manny. Robote left side to the inside. Manny will take it on the bounce. That's a beautiful catch. Robote left side to the inside. Manny keeps it on the forehand from the 9 line. Amigarena makes the catch. 2-all, lands in, stopped by Manny.
Great deal.
Manny from the forehand will score. No shutout in our third set. Manny's on the board with a point and the serve.
Just within his catching radius to make that play. Keeps the deficit to just 2 points. Yeah, Manny looked like he slipped a little bit on the throw. Douglas is coming out there, clearing up that wet spot.
Beautiful catch on the replay here by Manny. Back to the inside he goes.
Yeah,
Amigarena, a nice snag in the air.
I mean, the 2-all you see here just gets it before it's in the net. Back over the top. Very well done.
Big backhand by Amigarena right up the middle. To the inside it goes, so does Amigarena. Here's the backhand. Over the head of Manny. Amigarena on the forehand from the 8 line. Hard to the inside. Robote dropping. Amigarena with a hop, makes the catch. Drop shot, scores. 4 points for Amigarena. Amigarena serves.
I think Manny may be looking for a juggle. I'll tell you what, Stu. I saw something white that looked like it popped out of the basket, but couldn't have been the ball. I mean, that was a full foot out of the basket.
What color is his center?
Is the Cinta, I mean, we've seen there, the Cinta's red.
The
I mean, he's
Cinta's-
got white pants, white.
Oh, no.
The tie is white. Yeah, the tie is also white, Stu, also. So.
Yeah, the Cinta is white. Occasionally you'll see the
Yeah,
Cinta
sorry,
as a white
Cinta,
flash.
I said Faja.
Faja, yeah.
I was going to say that had to be what it was,
No,
because
they're
there's
both
no
end to
way
net.
he
I get
juggled
it.
the ball and had that level of control.
Robote 2-all is low. That's 2 points for Manny. Amigarena with 4. Manny has the serve.
And quick point there for Manny, keeping himself in it. Yeah, these guys working hard going down in this third set again. Need the squeegee team out there once again.
There's a backhand by Amigarena, powerfully thrown from the 13 line. Costado to the inside. Manny goes in. Missed the rebote. It is 5 points for Amigarena. Possible match point.
All right, rare miss on the rebote by Manny as well. Had to come cross court, but still his timing is usually perfect. Got to give Amigarena a lot of credit, though. Lost the first set, wins a crucial 11th point in set number 2, and he's come out firing in this third set, looking for his second singles win against Manny. Probably his most impressive display so far. Still far from over, though. He's got to close it out.
Big backhand by Manny. Robote forehand is missed by Amigarena. That is 3 points for Manny. Amigarena with 5 and a possible match point. Manny serves.
Trying to force Amigarena to Robote a little bit more. See a miss right there. Just a 2-point deficit now.
Amigarena backhand from the 12 line right to the corner. Low rebote saved by Manny. Forehand thrown hard, caught well by Manny. That ball goes
On
off
the
the
wall.
tip of Amigarena's cesta. Manny has 4. Amigarena with 5. Manny has the serve.
I mean, it's just so perfectly placed, Stu. I mean, not much else to it. Right on the wall.
Right at the side wall. Tough to make that catch there.
Well executed. Brings him within 1 point. I mean, look at this. On the wall.
What a catch by Amigarena in the corner. Powerful backhand. Rotate forehand by Manny. Nicely played. Amigarena
boy.
missed the forehand play. Ladies and gentlemen, this is match point. Manny serves for the Warriors.
It has just come undone quickly. 3 straight points, and Manny hasn't had to work all too hard for any of them. Backing up. Just tipped it.
Fine catch by Amigarena. Powerful backhand. Low to the back wall. Amigarena on the right side at the 10 line. Hard to throw. Manny's there.
catch.
Backhand. Robote to the inside. Big bounce brought down by Manny on the forehand. Tough pickup
what
by
a scoop.
Amigarena.
Oh, no.
Splitter does not split. Manny goes hard to the inside. Amigarena one-handed grab, but he
almost
cannot
had it.
hold on. Point set and a hard fought match for Manny of the Warriors, winning in the 3rd and decisive set, 6-5.
Oh, an impressive comeback there by Manny. That's why he's one of the fan favorites. Always going to fight to that final point, down 5-2 in the 3rd set. He wins 4 in a row. Comeback victory, adding another point for his Warriors team. Coming up next, 5th division of singles, Correa will take on Cabrera in just about 3 minutes. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there. That's the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. I think that Jen's got. Look at that game day scoreboard here, Stu. Crucial point, broke the tie going to the Warriors. They have 2.5. The Fireballs just 1.5 on the game day. We are going to hear from our winner, Manny. What a match that was. Had a moment to catch his breath. And now here he is, 3rd division player for the Warriors.
All right, Manny, congratulations on winning that match. Your 3-1 record in the 3rd division. You have had a strong record each single season. What is the key to your success? ¿Cuál es la clave de tu éxito?
Pelear hasta el último punto.
Just fight every single point to the last point.
El que tiene amigo que se come un perro.
And whoever's afraid, you gotta eat a dog. All right, Manny, congratulations on winning
Él
that match.
sabe para quién se lo digo.
Oh,
Did he hit
Manny.
us with it, if you're scared, get a puppy? Did he hit us with what? Are
I believe that's how it translates.
Oh,
Like,
man.
yes. If you're... So once upon a time back in 2001, I signed a contract for Victor Manuel Ramirez. And you know what? I love that he's still playing.
And again, wow, Stu. It got me in a bit of a mental pretzel. We got to move on here. 5th division singles. We have Cabrera and Correa up next. Correa this season undefeated in singles to begin. Played in the 4th division last year. Now as a 5 this season. 4-0, looking to make it a perfect 5-0. Cabrera has had a great double season. Hasn't quite had that same success in singles, just 1-3. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our 4th match of the evening, 5th division singles. Representing the Warriors, we have Correa. And for the Fireballs, we have Cabrera. Here's the serve, leave again. Forehand to the outside, picked up on the bounce by Cabrera. Here's Correa, middle of the court on the forehand. High and hard, this one passes. Cabrera looking for it, makes a save from the left side. Here's Correa, forehand. Hard throw up the middle, Cabrera stops it. Ball missed. First point of our fourth match goes to Cabrera of the Fireball.
Having a fun conversation here behind the scenes regarding Carrera and Cabrera. So I can't even do it conversationally. So far, Andrew, so far you're doing an excellent job. Someone's betting on the under on how many times I get screwed up.
Man. Right now, as an overserve, second serve coming up.
Again,
said the live line right now is like 2.5 mess ups, but you got why? We'll count.
You got to give the nod to Correa here, just from court experience. Let's see what happens.
Correa on the forehand, hard throw up the middle. Here's a rebote by Cabrera. He makes the save. Correa backing up on the bounce, takes it in on the forehand. High hard play that catches 3 walls. Cabrera lines it up, returns a 2-wall with a soft touch, and that's going to score 2 points. Cabrera serve.
That's interesting. That's the second Fireball this evening that I've seen throw the 2-all gently. I saw it in the first match. Fronda, I believe it was. It was either Fronda or Naki, I forget. Manny was able to use it with some success in that last terrific singles match that we just saw.
Backhand 2-wall, lands in and scores just inside the boundary line. That's 3 points for Cabrera.
I think Cabrera may be as surprised as the rest of us.
Backhand into the corner, rebote forehand, push to the outside. That lands outside the court. Sidearm Karam opens up, and that scores. Correa is on the board here with his first point. He serves.
Correa will avoid a shutout. Have to imagine that Correa is going to get warmed up here. He's got, literally, this is Cabrera's first year at Magic City. He's only been playing here a few months. Correa since 2018.
Cabrera from the left side, powers the backhand to pass. Here's a rebote forehand, laid up. Cabrera on the bounce, takes it in on the left side, drops the backhand into the corner to pass. Correa middle of the court, lays it up high, big bounce, controlled up high on the left side of Cabrera. Here's the backhand, rebote. Correa makes the save. Correa lines it up off the sidewall, big backhand. Cabrera reaching behind him, pulls it in. This one dropping a little lower. Correa has it up at the 9 line, big backhand, just out of reach. Rebote save, hook to the outside. Correa opens up, fake the carom, put it inside, and it scores. 2 points for Correa.
Correa is fully capable of making a full comeback here just off of his right side. He's got one of the most powerful forehands on the roster. Good catch, traps the ball, fakes the carom, puts it inside. Cabrera's catching has been spot on. That goes right off the tip.
Hard serve, handled by Cabrera. Powerful backhand, high and hard, into the corner. Here's Rebote. Kept to the inside. Here's Cabrera on the bounce. Backhand, quick release to the inside. Correct. That one pushed wide. 5 points for Cabrera of the Fireballs. He's got a possible set point.
Curious to see if Cabrera is able to finish it off here. Again, his defensive game is so good. Court positioning is excellent. Keeps the ball in play.
Sidearm Karam, got him again. That opens up to score. That's 3 points. Correa serves.
Again, that's worked for Correa now a couple times.
Rebote forehand, laid up. That
Stays in
clears
play.
the overhead screen. Here's Cabrera waiting on it up at the 9 line. Powers the backhand, cutting close to the side wall. It's on the wall and scoring. Point and set. Cabrera wins it 6-3. 2 minutes up on the board will come back and play at number 2. Cabrera hasn't won a singles match since his opening singles match of the season. That was back on February 5th, so it's been 2 full months. He's won every doubles match since that point, but hadn't just not a lot of singles success to show for it.
Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We are currently in our 4th of 6 scheduled matches this evening. A singles match between the Warriors and Fireballs is represented by Correa and Cabrera. There we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Cabrera getting some feedback from Jedden. Veterans, actually, both. Jedden, a 2018 original Magic City player, and Ferranda joined the roster just this year. Cabrera again, stick to defense. He did throw that one backhand 2-all that landed in. So
Said land in, but
yeah, that was offensive, but
yeah. Again, Correa as well. I mean, the Karam was really working for him, particularly the sidearm Karam.
absolutely. I expect to see more of that here in the second set. Once again, here we are in the ESPN 3 Players Cage. Players finishing their break between sets. Second set coming up between Correa. I did it again. What do we say?
The line's at 2.5. We're
on me
we're
or you or
approaching
both
it.
of us?
Could have been a combined total. So
Wow.
Yeah, well, I think we're at 2. We gotta tighten up here in this second
match
set.
between Correa and Cabrera. I even tried focusing on the letters in the name, and I still screwed it up. Amazing.
We are ready to begin set number 2. Correa will have the serve. Cabrera ready to receive. Backhand to the middle of the court. Correa has it in the air from the 8 line. High and hard, a little too high. That kicked up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. First point of our second set goes to Cabrera. What a catch there by Correa. Low and hard to the inside. One-handed scoop. Beautifully made there by Cabrera. Correa lays up the rebote. Sticks to the inside. Big bouncer floating. Cabrera handles into the backhand 2-wall to score. Well thrown. That's a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, actually surprised that Cabrera threw the backhand 2-wall. Good time to throw it. He saw Correa cutting back to the inside. So it's a hard throw by Correa. Beautiful scoop here by Cabrera. Correa's moving inside. Yeah, well done.
Here's Correa, opens up with the backhand, hard to the inside. Interference ruled. The point will be replayed. Cabrera serves to Correa. Interference was the call. We will replay the point. 2-0 advantage for Cabrera. Correa handles that serve, crossing the sidewall. Here's Cabrera from the 9 line. Big backhand. Rabote coming out. Rabote forehand, power to the inside. Cabrera has it. Quick release on the forehand, trying to get it to pass. Here's Correa. Going hard again. Cabrera lines it up on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Correa reaching in, scooped it up. Backhand, hard to the inside. That's cutting on the wall. Rabote's missed. 3 straight for Cabrera.
Again, just consistent play by Cabrera. Making the catches, getting the ball back in play. Also doing a good job of getting the ball over Correa's head. Perhaps the weakest part of Correa's game is his rebote. Ooh, that kicked up.
Over serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rabote laid up just above the pad. Cabrera advancing, forehand powered inside.
What a
scooped
scoop.
up by Correa. What a play. Cabrera running with it. He's going to get there. Oh, Rabote just caught the top of the pad. Great effort, but Correa gets on the board.
Don't know if he was trying to throw a drive. It seems like he was. Or if he was just trying to get it up to the front wall. Seems like he may have been trying to throw a drop shot off the Rabote. That's a tall task. And he's a tall guy, but when you're running towards the back wall, you're running towards the Rabote, which is dropping. To try to turn that into a shot, tricky for even the most familiar player here at Magic City.
Cabrera lines up the left-sided catch, dropped in the corner. Rabote saved by Correa, and it's tipped. Just a 1-point deficit now. Correa serve. Here's Cabrera from the left side, blasts the backhand into the corner. Rabote saved by Correa. Cabrera from the 9 line, backhand into the corner. Rabote comes shooting out. Correa drops it inside. What a catch by Cabrera, lined it up off the side wall. Rabote again up at the 7 line, powered up the middle. Cabrera stops it. Low runner on the backhand. Correa trying to get out there. Rabote missed. 4 points for Cabrera. He serves.
Cabrera consistently just getting it over Correa's head, forcing that Rabote, keeping it away, seemingly keeping it away from his right side.
Correa has it on the forehand. Hard throw to the outside.
That's
Cabrera
beautiful.
reaching, just couldn't pull it in. 3 points. Correa serves.
Beautiful outside placement as thrown from the forehand of Correa. That's really well executed.
Hard throw up the middle on the bounce. Cabrera scooped it up. Low runner to the inside. Correa looking to get back in there. He makes a save from the left side. Here's Cabrera, the backhand. Ooh, didn't have control. That is up in the overhead screen. 4-4 is the score. Correa serves. Back end to the inside. Correa looking for the rebote. Powers it right at Cabrera's feet, runs under it. Costado to the inside. Got him. That breaks the tie. Cabrera leads at 5-4. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
So Cabrera with a chance to finish it off in straight sets. Possible match point.
Good pick up by Cabrera into the backhand two-wall. Correa stops it on the outside. Forehand played, picked off the sidewall. Here's Cabrera. Powerful backhand, rebote. Played to the inside, taken off the sidewall. Cabrera on the backhand, wall-to-wall. This one on the inside. Correa, outside placement, taken in the air. Cabrera opens up for the carom. That's going to land in, but Correa gets to it, puts it back over the top.
What a catch.
Cabrera lines it up before the second bounce. Rebote forehand, play to the inside. There's a scoop by Cabrera, the backhand. Hard to the inside, not a lot on that rebote. Correa lays it up. It stays in play. Ball floating to the outside. Cabrera, low, hard forehand. Correa scrambling. He gets out there, drops it above the pad where it scores. What a well-played point. We are tied up at 5-5. A possible match point for Cabrera. It is set point for Correa. Look at this rebote. Just above the pad.
Perfectly executed by Correa.
And Cabrera's starting to look a little bit gassed, so he probably wants to end this right here, and he's playing the next match.
What a catch.
That serve coming in hard. Correa has it overhead on the forehand. Low and hard again, and it's knocked down. Point and set. Correa forces a third one coming up in just 2 minutes.
You were saying it. Cabrera looked a little tired there at the end of that second set. Here he comes into the ESPN3 players cage. Players will be taking the breaks back here in between sets and prepare for matches. Great job by Correa turning that second set around. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the evening. Here's some replays from that second set that kept Correa and the Warriors in it. Carom by Cabrera, caught on the forehand of Correa. Correa back to the inside, right off the side wall and into the cesta of Cabrera. Beautifully played. And the rebote to the forehand of Correa. He makes a save. Scoop high on the left side of Cabrera. Rebote forehand to the outside. That stayed in play. Very nicely done by Correa, showing excellent control. And this rebote to finish it off. Light touch to the inside, just out of reach of Cabrera. Beautifully done. Definitely one of the best points we've seen played this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 30 seconds to go before we return to our third and final set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin our third and decisive set. Cabrera will have the serve. Correa will receive. Correa, forehand to the inside, that will score. First up on the board in our third set, Correa serves. Oh, the backhand just caught a piece of the overhead screen. That's out of play. Correa with 2 quick points.
Don't want to say that the third set is not necessarily the friend of Cabrera here, but again, he's made a couple mistakes that we hadn't seen earlier.
Ball tipped on the left side of Correa. Cabrera picks up a quick point. He serves. Correa low and hard on the forehand. Scoop by Cabrera. What a pickup. Backhand in the corner. Rebote forehand laid up. Here's Cabrera back on the inside. That ball is tipped. 3 points for Correa.
Once again, curious to see if Correa can maintain his focus. Again, he's got that weapon in the right side that we saw in the first set. There's some sidearm caroms that worked beautifully for him.
Cabrera from the 11 line blasts the backhand out of reach. Rebote coming out. Here's Correa. Lays it up to the inside.
Tip.
That's right on the wall and scoring. 4 points. Correa leads.
Whenever possible, get that ball close to the side wall. Sets up difficult catches and difficult rebotes. And Correa definitely setting the pace here.
Correa let that one pass again. Forehand rebote comes up the middle. Cabrera reaching in, backhand 2-wall. That's thrown to score.
Well done.
Beautifully thrown. That's a second point. Cabrera serves.
Good catch by Cabrera. Backhand 2-wall. That's his third or fourth for this match. That one lands perfectly. Very well done.
Vault over serve. Second serve coming up. Correa powerfully back to the inside, lined up by Cabrera. Long rebote. Correa drops it to the outside. That's in the top part of the pad.
That was bold.
Any part of the pad is bad. That's 3 points now for Cabrera.
That was a bold decision by Correa. He's got some points to play with here, not many. Trying to go with an outside placement off the rebote while standing at the side wall. Definitely a bold choice.
Rebote coming out again. Cabrera high off the front wall, clears the overhead screen. It's tipped. 4-4 is the score. Cabrera serves. Forehand back over the top, scooped
Beautiful
up
catch
by Cabrera. Our backhand. Oh, that kind of opens up. Correa stays with it. He drops it inside. Cabrera gets back in there with time. There's a backhand. Just out of reach. Correa on the rebote. Lays it up. Cabrera attacks.
Outside.
Forehand to the outside. Correa lining it up. Tries to turn it into a 2-wall. Ooh, that caught the front wall first. Backhand hard to the inside. Just out of reach. Correa trying to dig it out. He makes the save. Cabrera up at the 7 line, backhand, 2-wall, thrown to score. 5 points for Cabrera. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
I don't know that I've seen the backhand 2-wall employed so effectively as I have tonight.
That he just goes back to it. I mean, he's got Correa expecting
Well, he
something.
sees Correa taking steps to the inside, so he's walking the wrong direction. Possible match point here for Cabrera of the Fireballs.
That is an underserve. Second serve coming up. Here's Cabrera on the forehand, hard to the inside. Correa missed the scoop.
My, oh my.
Point, set, and match. Great comeback there by Cabrera. He wins it 6-4 in the third and final set. Boy, what a comeback there by Cabrera. And again, even getting into that third sets to Correa with a sizable lead there. Comes back and takes it 6-4. And he ties up the game day, 2.5 points per team. Take a look, there's that game day scoreboard all tied up going into our next match. Again, we do have one sub tonight. Stu mentioned earlier, Hernandez actually out dealing with an arm injury, so Cabrera will be coming back out for our next match, which will be Williams and Julin against Jedin and Cabrera. That is the 6th division doubles match. And again, Cabrera will be substituting for Hernandez. And Williams and Julin coming to this one still undefeated. A lot of undefeated teams in action tonight. 7-0, looking to make it 8-0 against, again, this shorthanded 6th division team for the Fireballs. And we will have Cabrera substituting for Hernandez in the backcourt. Before we get to all that, we are going to hear from our winner, Cabrera. Want to get that interview, give him a minute to rest before this next match. Here is Cabrera of the Fireballs.
All right, Cabrera, congratulations on winning that match. 2 singles wins for you in your opening season. What was the most challenging part about adjusting to this court and style of play?
I mean, the court is difficult as it is. So singles for me, you know, I have my areas where I'm not so good. So it's I don't know. It's just having the confidence in yourself to be able to do the hard plays and everything. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words because I think I just beat Anderson, which he didn't lose a match all season. So to be able to beat him in a 3 sets, especially being down in the last set, it was a big confidence booster for me because I know my singles game isn't where I want it to be. So heading into next season, hopefully I can improve.
Well, Cabrera, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see you right away in this next match.
Yes, you will. Thank you.
And up next, moving over to the 6th division doubles here, Williams and Julian against Jedden and Cabrera. Again, Cabrera. Oh my God, Stu, let's try it again. Cabrera will be substituting for Hernandez coming up in this next match. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin match number 5 of the evening, 6th division doubles, representing the Warriors. We have the team of Williams and Julian. And for the Fireballs, it's the team of Jedden and Cabrera.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Williams will have the serve for the Warriors. Williams serves, we begin. With a first fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Jedden. Julian from the forehand at the 9 line, low and hard to the inside. Cabrera is there. Backhand 2-all. Williams on the catch. Cabrera will keep it on the left side. Backhand to the inside. Low runner picked up by Julian. Scoop tipped. First point. The first set goes to Williams and Julian of the Warriors. Williams serves. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match.
And again, just continuing on with the backhand 2-alls we saw in that last singles match. So working for Cabrera here. No reason to switch it up. Got to get the ball to the opposing front quarter here. That's Williams. Best way to do so.
Jedden picks the serve, rifles it past both players. Julian saves the rebote. Catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. It passes. Rebote coming out. Julian's on it. Split placement. Tipped in the front court. 2 points for Williams and Julian. Williams serves.
Just got to communicate. That's going to be the one thing. I mean, this team put together at the last minute with that Hernandez injury. So Jedden or Cabrera have played with each other before in doubles on this court. The communication, just got to figure that out here early on.
Drop shot. Scores from the forehand of Jedden. Well thrown. Jedden will take over the serve for the Fireballs. He serves.
And that's really his go-to kill shot. I mean, Jedden throws
drop shot to the inside, as good as anybody on the roster. No question about it.
And he's going to be aggressive on the serve from Williams, too. And I think that's what Cabrera is telling him. If you can reach in and make a play on it, he's got a nice carambola, drop shot, something hard from the right side. Got to keep the ball away from Julian here in the backcourt. He's a big reason why this team has started off 7-0. And keep the ball away from him. Seen the Warriors give up a few more points in those cases.
Backhand to the inside. Scoop attempt is tipped. 3 points for Williams and Julian of the Warriors. Williams serves.
And just a lot of highlight for Cabrera today. Was making that scoop earlier on. As you get a little more tired, it gets harder to make those plays.
Here's the catch by Jedden. Jedden powerfully from the forehand right to the corner. That's beautifully thrown. Julian makes a spectacular save. Jedden takes it on the bounce. Powerful forehand to the outside. Good read by Julian. Forehand rebote. A little on the dangerous side, but it lands in. Rebote forehand by Julian. Catch by Julian. Julian powerfully from the forehand. Scoop by Cabrera. Excellent catch. Backhand by Julian. Scoop attempt is tipped. 4 points for Williams and Julian. Williams serves.
Yeah, I said Julian is having one of his best nights of the season. I mean, caught well in that first match with Douglas in front of him in the second division, and now continuing to lead this 6th division team. Beautiful catch up the wall, resulting in that point again. 4-1 advantage early on for the Warriors.
Here's the catch on the forehand. That's a drop shot attempt picked up by Williams. Rebote, not there. 5 points for Williams and Julian. Possible set point.
Bit ambitious on the drop shot attempt. And that deep and that long of a windup, both Warriors recognized it. Williams got up there. Good control. I mean, we struggled controlling those drop shots at the beginning of the season. Nice point there again for the Warriors. 5-1 advantage here, looking to take this opening set.
Here's the backhand. Attempted 2-all, caught by the backcourter. There's a catch by Jedden. Beautiful. Costado to the inside. Magic City bounce to the left side of Julian. Scoop by Cabrera. Here's the backhand. Beautiful catch by Cabrera. There's the backhand. Slow to the inside. Julian's there. Powerful throw. Picked up in a beautiful catch by Cabrera. There's the backhand. Rebote. Forehand by Julian. Jedden takes it in the air at the 7 line. Backhand. Catch by Cabrera. Backhand 2-all again. Stopped by Julian. There's the backhand by Cabrera. Big backhand. Rebote coming out to Jedden. Jedden at the sidewall makes a great play. That bounces twice and scores. 2 points for Jedden and Cabrera. Still possible set point for Williams and Julian. Jedden serves for the Fireballs.
A little bit of a miscommunication. I mean, kind of on Julian right there as the leader and the more aggressive player on this team. He's got to call Williams and tell him to get in there if he thinks that ball is going to take 2 bounces before. A little late to react. And the second point up there for the Fireballs.
There's a backhand by Cabrera. Rebote, left side, high to the front wall. Jedden is there. Backhand, caught by Julian at the 10 line. Ball tipped in the backcourt. That is point and set for the Warriors. It's represented by Williams and Julian. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come up, play our second set. So Cabrera with some misplays that we had not seen earlier from him in the evening. The curse of the substitution third match, something that we've seen. So if you go back in the history of Jai-Alai, realistically, the most points played, you would see, were these 35-point matches.
Right.
Even recently, it's changed to two sets of 10. Oh, no. What is? No. Sorry. What it goes
2 sets to 15.
2 sets to 15, then a decisive one if you need it.
Yes, that's only up to 5.
This is something that we've seen overseas. Here at Magic City, of course, we're the best of 3 sets to 6 points. But if you pile a couple of those matches on top of each other, you far exceeded that 35-point threshold. So it becomes a match of endurance.
Yeah, and I mean, he was pretty close to that 30-point total just in his last singles match, and he had to get right into this one.
Literally went from the interview, tied the set
on to the court. Yeah. And that doesn't even include his first match of the day when Inaki and Cabrera defeated Correa and Nicholas. A lot going on tonight here for Cabrera. A good display. 2 wins to show for it. And we knew this third one was probably going to be the hardest of them all, coming up against this undefeated team of the Warriors. Sen still got to win that second set, which will begin here in just about 10 seconds. Coming up next, we do have the top-ranked singles match, Douglas against Inaki, that will close out the game day.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Jedden serves for the Fireballs. Here's the serve, we begin. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, saved by Williams. Jedden cuts it off in the air, but does not hold on. First point of the second set goes to Warriors Williams and Julin. Williams serves. Reminder of the scoring. First team to reach 6 points will win the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. First set of this match was won by Williams and Julin. That qualifies as a missed serve, first serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Jedden picks this serve, rifles it up the middle. Caught by Julin. Julin blasts the carom home to score. 2 points for Williams and Julin. Williams serves.
And Jedden just elevated that throw a little bit more than he wanted. He's got to get that on the bounce and force Julin to scoop that up. A little bit too easy if he's able to make that catch in the air. Blast the carom on the return, scores with it.
Powerful backhand by Cabrera. Here is Julin from the 12 line. Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand clears the overhead screen. Robote coming out. Williams on the Robote. That's beautifully played by Williams. Here's the backhand by Cabrera. Julin's there. Scoop by Cabrera. Backhand. Julin will take it on the bounce at the 10 line. Backhand to the inside. Robote. Robote forehand. Ball tipped by Cabrera here in the backcourt. That's 3 points for Williams and Julin. Williams serves.
And that left side of Cabrera has been his preferred side. Get it to the right. That ball's kicking way up. Tough to control.
Good hard serve by Williams, lands in. There's the backhand by Cabrera. Julin with a tip at the 13 line. No shutout here in the second set. Jedden serves for the Fireballs.
Fireballs got to start making their push right here. See Cabrera going over to Jedden. I think telling him if he can get his hands on the ball up there in the front court, he's got to make it happen. And Cabrera doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank. It's all on Jedden up there in the front to put points on the board.
There's a backhand by Julin, low and inside. Great catch by Jedden, powerful backhand. Julin, backhand from the 11 line. Jedden's there. Robote left side, that's a save by Cabrera. Julin moves into the front court, blasts the forehand. Home to score. 4 points for Williams and Julin. Williams serve.
And This is bread and butter. Right side up in front of the 7 line. Julian kills a high percentage of those points. Crossing the sidewall, keeps it low. Very difficult to scoop up as you're backing up.
Big backhand by Cabrera. Here's the backhand by Julian. Jen gets in there, makes the catch. Backhand from the 7 line, hard throw to the inside. Julian's there. Cabrera, backhand from the 11. Julian on the forehand from the 12. Jedden on the catch, backhand from the 7. Wall to wall and out to the rebote. Here's a catch by Julian. Hard throw. What a scoop by Cabrera. Rebote forehand up and away. That's out of play. Forehand by Julian. Here's a backhand by Cabrera. Karam
Just wide, I think.
lands out. That is 5 points for Williams and Julian. That is possible set, possible match point. Backhand 2-all.
Oh,
That lands in and scores. Got him going the other way. 3 points for Jedden and Cabrera. Jedden serves. There's a catch. And the backhand by Julian. Beautiful catch and return. Low and hard by Cabrera. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote forehand fired hard by Jedden. Catch by Julian. Julian low and hard to the inside. That scores for the win. Point, set, and match for Williams and Julian, taking it in straight sets.
big win there for Williams and Julian. Warriors retake the lead on the game day. 4 points to 2.5 for the Fireballs. Coming up next, top-ranked singles match, Douglas against Inaki. Close out the day.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Let's take a look here at the game day scoreboard. 4 points for the Warriors. Big win there for Williams, and Julian secured the game day win, just 1 point left. Now 2 minutes away from Douglas and Inaki. And before we get to the next match, we're going to hear from our winners, Williams and Julian. 7-0 this season. There's 3 wins away from a perfect record. Let's hear from the 6th division team of the Warriors.
All right, Williams, Julian, congratulations on winning that match. You guys are 8-0 record this season. You guys continue to dominate this doubles division. How have you been able to stay so consistent from the beginning of the season until now?
Teamwork, communication. We say it over and over every week, after every win. Simple highlight, Stick to the basics, fundamentals, no mistakes. Let the other team make the mistakes and communicate. That's it.
That's it. He said it all. Yep.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens in today's game day.
Thank you, Uncle.
You want to say something to somebody? Say hi to somebody?
Hi to everyone.
Thank you, guys.
And we thank Williams and Julin. And so, Stu, getting word again, Inaki was dealing with an injury again on Tuesday for the Fireballs. It does not look like he is going to make it out for this singles match, so it will be forfeited. It looks like in Douglas's favor. Have about 40 seconds or so to make it official, but we got Douglas out there right now. You don't see Inaki in the practice.
I haven't seen Inaki warm up. I haven't seen Inaki practice. I haven't seen Inaki lurking around back here. I'm guessing we'll get official word on a forfeit here momentarily.
And you see Douglas going out right now. In this case, if the Fireballs would have to forfeit it, and the point would go to the Warriors. So we'll wait here for this clock to wind down and wait an official decision here about 15 seconds or so.
Yeah, Inaki's been having some difficulty with something in the area of his rib. He can't quite describe it, but it's definitely been bothering him.
Was reaching at it during some of the practices, and again, forfeited a singles match last time out for the Fireballs, and we are getting official words to that will be the case right here. And we'll make the official announcement to the folks here in-house.
Ladies and gentlemen, for our 6th match, unfortunately, we have a forfeit. Inaki has forfeited, with that victory going to Douglas by forfeit.
Again, so official announcement has been made. The match has been forfeited by Inaki. Douglas will get the win. We'll make that official here up on the scoreboard. So the game day score now done as well. 5 points for the Warriors, 2.5 for the Fireballs, and tough there. Inaki just unable to compete in that final match of the day, but going out strong with the doubles win. We'll get the post-game show started here, Stu, in just a few moments.
What is Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Go Sherry, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hey everyone, welcome into the Battle Court post-game show here. He's Stu Nyman, I'm Andrew Blackman.
Hi.
The Warriors, big win there over the Fireballs, 5-2.5. Let's cut to the highlights and recap the great action we saw behind us on this Friday evening, Stu, starting with this second division doubles. Douglas and Julian here against Foronda and Amiga Reina.
Whenever Douglas gets aggressive, it almost always works out well. It depends upon who his competition is, but tonight he was spot on. Again, took a little bit for Foronda and Amiga Reina to warm up. But Douglas was spot on as far as his catching, taking control of the ball in the air, and using that power, that tremendous power that he has, to basically just overwhelm his competition.
Aggressive play right from the start.
Cortada, old-fashioned Cortada scoring for Foronda. Very, very good to see that. Means that Foronda's getting used to the height of the pad.
That one hits the cage, and it's perfect placement when it does that. Again, Julian spot on right from the start. A lot of hard forehands here. Difficult for the opponents. It's a good save by Amiga Reina.
Just beautifully played to the inside, crossing the sidewall and scoring. Very well done. Nice play by Julian here. Again, hard to say if he hooked it or he meant to throw it out there, but regardless, it scores. First match going the direction of the Warriors for the evening.
And then that brought us to the third division doubles here. Inaki and Cabrera against Correa and Nicholas.
So Inaki with a particularly aggressive style of play. Again, he did forfeit the singles match, the sixth scheduled match on the evening. Has not been playing these games at 100%. Again, Inaki, plagued by injury and illness in 2023, started off a very good comeback in 2024. And in this match, he looked really good, but he played the entire match, from what I understand, in pain.
Yeah, you see here, I mean, the carom working out really well. Correa, really no answer for it. Kept going back to it in that opening set. And set number two, look at this. Cabrera ducks, Inaki makes a beautiful save.
Very nicely done.
Nicholas, great catching as well. Just not nearly enough offense for this Warriors team. I mean, that's kind of been the biggest issue for this third division team. All defense, but not enough to match the Philo there, scoring for the win.
Got us to a singles match rather, between Manny, who's basically been part of the program since its inception in 2018, going up against Amiga Reina, who's in his first season with the program.
I mean, and again, a good start for Amiga Reina here, shooting a bunch of shots. Lost the first set, though, and coming out as aggressively in set number two.
Again, it was very nice to see. Again, his singles game has been getting better, but his catching, Amiga Reina specifically, catching and rebote has been spot on. Beautiful rebote. That is a perfectly executed Costalo rebote, 2-all.
Look at that, Amiga Reina into the 2-all.
But
look
no,
at this stop by
Manny's right on top of it. Beautiful throw by Manny to the inside, crossing the sidewall right there at the 8 line and scoring. Closer that ball is to the sidewall, the more difficult it is to get your cesta underneath it. Off the tip it goes. Frustrating for Amiga Reina, but his game has gotten considerably better as these weeks go on.
Yeah, I think, again, moving into next season, he's going to be a solid player in this division. Got there on the inside, just couldn't get the throw off.
And a victory for Manny.
Yeah, what a comeback there by Manny. It looked like Amiga Reina was going to win it. The third set, Manny won 4 straight points to pull off that comeback win.
Those two guys played together once upon a time. Manny and one Leon Shepard, who played under Tevin. Got us to another singles match, this time between
Correa and Cabrera.
Ahead. There you go.
We got it finally.
There you go, finally.
5th division here. Well placed serve. Better catch by
catch.
Correa, reaching up high on the left side.
Outside placement here by Correa. Just beautifully executed.
Backhand 2-alls. A late run there. Cabrera. I mean, you see down 4-1 at that point. Then a tip ball. And another backhand 2-all right here at 4-4. Just out of reach. Correa, I mean, really no response to it. Powerful forehand. Hard to the inside. You see just missed. Comeback win there by Cabrera. 3-setter again. It's time to fireballs. Get the win. The game day was tied up at that point. That brought us to 6th division match. Williams and Julian against Jedden and Cabrera. Again, Cabrera substituting for Hernandez.
Again, this was all Julian in the backcourt. Williams had a problem on the serve 2 or 3 times, but made the rebotes that he had to make. Jedden just didn't have a chance to really dominate the way we know he can. Cabrera was in his 3rd match and just seemingly out of gas. Had some good catches and some good scoops, but overall, just not what we had seen earlier in the evening.
No, absolutely right. And again, a 5th division player playing with a 6th division player. Tough to overcome that. Right here, Julian, and that right side of Julian too, such a weapon. Hard back to the inside, just missed there. Rebote not coming out.
That's the match.
That was a way to end it in favor of Williams and Julian. They remain perfect with that doubles win. Warriors add another one to the win column on this game day. They take 5 points of a possible 7.5 points. As Stu and I join you here back on camera, let's see where all 6 of our teams stack up in our season-long standings. Again, the Warriors up at the top, a 4-point lead over the Renegades. But again, the Renegades have an extra game day to play to catch up to both the Chargers and Warriors. But again, your top 3 teams too, again, getting in first place. Bit of an advantage. We can get to play the 4th-ranked team in the playoffs. 2nd and 3rd place teams will face off in that playoff as well. The winners of our 2 semifinals will then face off in our championship played on May 17th. Player of the day race for today. A couple different candidates, and back and forth really from the start.
Not as far as Andrew's concerned.
Wow.
He started bringing up a name very early on and told me that if I even suggested anyone else, he'd stop talking to me, which was tempting. But
I'm not going to go away that easy, Stu. Not that easy.
For the sake of peace in the announcer's booth. No question about it. Julian, you're absolutely right. You called it after the first game. After the second game, his catching was absolutely spot on. We saw some exciting play, obviously, from Cabrera.
Yep.
Would have been nice to have seen him pull off that last one. But the truth of the matter is that Julian was just spot on tonight, overall player of the day.
Yeah, let's hear from the 4th division player from the Warriors. Hey everybody, welcome into our player of the day. We are here with Julian of the Warriors, 2-0. You and Douglas played really well in that opening doubles match against Fronton and Amiga Reina. What was the difference today with that team?
We wanted to play consistent, like don't make mistakes. Yeah. That's what we did in the first set. The second set, I think we got too confident, and we overconfident. So I don't know, but then we won. We were lucky in the second set, and That matters. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah, and that last match there, you just played with Williams. You guys are undefeated so far, 7-0 this season.
Yeah.
What were the expectations coming into it, and what has that team kind of lived up to it?
It's the same. We always go there and we say to each other, no mistakes, play confident, communicate between us, and that's what we do all them in every game that we play, and it works.
And
this day we wanted to win because if we won that match, we were winning the day too. And we're getting close to the playoffs, so we needed to win.
That was the last thing I was going to ask you. How do you guys stay in the top spot and maintain that #1 seed moving forward?
We want to be first because the first one plays against the fourth one. So it's always better to play against the last one. So we want to finish first, and every point matters. So
awesome, Julian. Great day today, 2-0. He is our player of the day.
thank you.
And that was Julian, our player of the day for today.
Yes, it was.
A lot of fun, Stu. Fireballs and
Fantastic
Warriors.
evening of highlight here at Magic City, no question about it.
And the Fireballs have actually played a couple days in a row, and these two teams will be in action again on Monday night.
We enjoyed it so much tonight. We're going to do it again, just I believe
Flip
in
'em
reverse,
around.
I was told?
Yeah, flip them around.
In reverse
Again,
order.
The team that was the home team today will be the road team, I believe. What was that? The Fireballs went out second, so they were the home team today. They will be away on Monday. The Warriors will be home. So again, just a little bit of change. You'll be seeing a couple of the same doubles teams, but overall, that Warriors team hitting their stride as they move towards the playoffs. The Fireballs, though, I mean, we've seen a lot of good stuff. Amiga Reina steadily improving, and I think
As you go down there, you see it. Ferranda's been getting better. Amiga Reina, no question about it. Week by week, you see improvement. Hernandez, though he was out tonight with an injury, Hernandez's game, both in the front and especially in the back, definitely improved week to week to week. And all of these guys, for the most part, I believe all of them, the entire Fireballs team, they all started in 2024. Yeah, Cabrera's brand new to the court, except Inaki, of course.
Except Inaki and Jed. Those two, the only original players with this program, and Inaki came a couple of years in. Again, Ferranda, Amiga Reina, I mean, 2 wins for Amiga Reina in singles, started to open up a little bit of offense, but this Warriors team, coming into it, they were one of the contenders, at least on paper, and they've lived up to it. Again, Douglas and Julian rounding into form. They started off a little bit slow. Again, the one team that's really struggling at this point in the season is only Correa and Nicholas coming off of a few losses. But again, every other team you see on the board, Correa and Manny playing well. Douglas and Nicholas have hit their stride. Williams and Manny still undefeated. This is going to be a tough Warriors team come playoff time.
So Williams and Manny is undefeated. Is Williams and Julian, are they still undefeated? Did you say that?
I'm sorry, I meant Williams and Julian. I think I said Williams and Manny. I meant Williams and
I saw Williams and Manny there
Yes.
at the bottom. No, I didn't mean to correct you. I was curious because I was saying if Williams is undefeated with 2 different backcourt partners, that's beyond impressive.
That's something. And also, something to talk about with Williams. I mean, was on both championship teams last season, was a member of the Chargers in the spring, and then a member of, was the Renegades in the fall. Played some of that season. Again, was injured for part of it, but came back in.
Right.
Second title. So, again, a guy that seems to be on a lot of championship teams. And the Warriors, again, here in 2024, a big title contender. Going to ask you, Stu, I mean, kind of putting you on the spot here. We got 4 teams. I don't know if we can, and we can flash our standings here for a second so you can see where all 6 of our teams stack up. You don't usually prognosticate.
I don't
But we're going to put you on the spot here. You got a couple extra minutes. Those top 4 teams.
Since we have
who do you
more
think,
time,
who do you think?
have more time, let's kill more time by having Stu do something that he's just really not comfortable doing, which is prognosticating either on a player or a team.
We'll make it easy. We're just going to give you who do you think is going to end up in first place? If we can see where all 6 of their teams are with the full
I hear
screen.
an aggressive conversation going on in my headset, so I don't know if you're going to get your screen.
Oh, I don't hear anything.
You don't have it?
Do you have the other channel up sometimes? Sometimes I get distracted if I hear it, so I usually turn it down.
To keep you guys tuned in, we have 2 channels. We have A and B.
So we got time.
So you and I are on A, right?
Yes.
So we hear each other on A. We also hear the director. We also hear the executive EPL.
Executive producer Lindsay, yeah.
Executive producer Lindsay.
Yeah.
But then they have this B channel, and someone who works here said, you guys should tune into the B channel every now and then. So apparently it's a little racy on the B channel. Go figure.
And are you hearing some of that right now? So we're not getting a graphic. But we know where the teams stand. Yeah, we got the Warriors in first. We got the Renegades in second. Got the Chargers in third. Out of those 3 teams.
Keep your eye on the Devils.
The Devils?
Keep your eye on the Devils. Absolutely. So
How about
Renegades.
that?
So in the relatively short lifespan of Battle Court, you could say the Renegades are becoming quite, an impressive team.
Sure.
And there's no question that with Gosheri and Aratz leading that, no question that they're probably the favorite as far as folks who enjoy a wager here and there are concerned.
Sure.
But then you look at the other team, the Chargers, you look at the Warriors, but then people maybe, and I don't know if they are financially or not, that I have no clue about, the Devils. I don't know if people are sleeping on the Devils or not, or if they're paying attention to the Devils.
Yeah, I mean, not as much. I mean, you see them down in fourth place, a bit of a slow start, but that's a great points to. I mean, Olharan is figuring it out, and to have a player of that caliber start to get it here as we approach the playoffs, it's not a team you want to see if you're a number one seed. I know we just talked about with Julian. He's saying, hey, we want to be as high as we can in the standings, but if that means you get to match up against the Devils, maybe better off in the 2-3 matchup. Again, you don't have to play against that prolific front court and Olharan. Jairo is a great, I mean, practically another number one ranked front quarter is your 2. Urbieta is the 3. And that Devils team is awfully tough. And I have to say, Robin has been one of the most impressive players in battle court as well.
No question about it.
And in the backcourt, too. I mean, we've seen him up in the front court play, and we know what he's capable of in terms of shots, but his backcourt play has been spot on. He and CRB in the 6th division have one of the best records. So, again, I like that picks, too. Maybe not, I mean, number one seed, it may be tough for the Devils to get back in there.
See, now
but
remember,
for a dark horse,
I did not say that they would win it.
Right. But a contender, a dark horse,
there's no question about
absolutely.
it. The top 4 teams here with the Warriors, the Chargers, the Renegades, and the Devils, there's no question that throw them up in the air and see which one's going to pick, because any one of them hits their stride in any one of those matchups on a day, they run ahead with points.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers are dangerous team. We saw what they did back last spring as they approached the playoffs. That was with Iriando start.
As good as Iturbide's been playing.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, he's become so dangerous in the front court. With
he's a problem
with the kill shots.
Yeah.
He's making fantastic catches, and he's killing the point every time he gets the ball into his cesta. So, it's easy to say, this team is that the Renegades. You got to. Yeah, of course, total respect to the Renegades, but the 3 teams behind them are perfectly capable of taking it. And it's highlight.
Right.
The ball bounces. It bounces on one side of the line or it bounces on the other side of the line. You make a great catch or you juggle it. There's a lot of nuance in highlight. One of the things I used to say, oddly enough, was that highlight, of course, as we know, is a Basque sport.
Yeah, sure.
And that there is no Basque translation for nuance. I don't know that that's true or not. I just know many of the conversations that I've had, not a lot of room for nuance.
No.
In a game that's all about nuance.
No, absolutely right. Again, our playoffs, for those of you that are just joining us at this point in the season, will be played on May 10th, one of the semifinals, and then May 12th, the other semifinal. So the first one is a Friday night. That second semifinal will be played on Sunday. The first and fourth place teams will play off in one semifinal. Second and third place finishers will face off in the other. Then the winners of each semifinal will take on each other in our finals to be played Friday night, May 17th, right here at the Magic City Fronton.
So since you so rudely put me on the spot, Andrew,
yes,
inquiring minds want to know, who do you think's going to win the whole thing? All of it.
Well, that's an interesting question. The Renegades, they're a good team, and I mean, I kind of see them like the Chiefs. Like they have like Patrick Mahomes.
I'm hearing a but coming up.
It's hard to say that as long as the Renegades have number 20 and they have Gaucheri, it's hard to pick against them. I mean, he's been the best player in the league for a number of years, and then when it comes May, I think he turns it into another gear. Hard to say, but you hear it in sports a lot of times, especially in the NBA, teams are just waiting for the playoffs. And I think the Renegades are kind of at this point in the season where, kind of the dog days of the season, maybe not fully engaged, but I think when we see them in May, that team's going to turn it into another gear. But I think the other team that's going to give them a run is the Chargers. I mean, from top to bottom, their top 2 players are great front quarters, shot makers. You have Benny as a 3 right behind him. You got Ubia, was on that championship team of the Renegades last year. Just top to bottom, there are not many weaknesses in that Chargers team. So I've got to say that I think that team, in my opinion, it's hard to say that a dark horse contender is the 3 seed, but I would say
I'm hearing
that.
a first and second somewhere in there without prognostication, which I like. So then 3 and 4, Warriors, Devils? Renegades, Chargers, Warriors, Devils is what I'm hearing coming from you.
I mean, in terms of a finish in the regular season, though, that's a little I think the finish in the regular season, I think you're probably going to see the Renegades, Warriors, and then I think the Chargers will be 3 and the Devils will be the 4. So I'm predicting a Chargers, Warriors, Renegades, Devils, those 2 semifinals. So that's what I'm predicting. So we'll cut back to this tape and we'll get there when we approach
The only prediction that I'm going to make is that the highlight is going to be fantastic now through the end of the season.
Absolutely.
That is something I'm after. The announcing,
We try.
But the highlight on the court, 100%. No question about it.
Well, we're going to be back in action on Monday again. You heard these two teams will play again, the Fireballs versus the Warriors. Second division doubles gets us started. Fronton and Migarena against Douglas and Julin. Then Inaki Cabrera against Correa and Nicholas. Then Hernandez against Julin in singles, fourth division. Jen and Ferron to take on Correa and Manny. Then Inaki and Migarena against Douglas and Nicholas. And we'll close it out in the fifth division. Hopefully Hernandez will be back with Cabrera, and they take on Williams and Manny. Still, another great day here. Warriors
Fantastic.
win the game day 5 points to 2.5. We'll be back on Monday, 5 p.m. as we continue on our Spring 24 Battle Court season. Have a good weekend, everybody, and we'll see you Monday.
See you Monday, 5 p.m.
Jairo, do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle Court Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys.